Hey YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Ozark Trail. I guess what they've been calling is the Ozark Trail Benchmade. I'm not sure what they've been calling this. Ozark Trail really just says that this is like a 6-inch knife. You know, they don't really give these knives any names or anything like that. But this was sent in from a viewer of mine. Thank you again for the gift. And he sent me this for review. And I have to tell you, I have been really wanting to get one of these, but my Walmart doesn't carry anything like this. They have had the same knives for the past year, and they really do not get anything new in their stores. So being able to review this is kind of a luxury. Shouldn't be, given how much these are, which they are about, I believe, $6. And if I'm wrong on that, comment down below. But I have to say, I am very impressed with the knife. For what you're paying, you're getting a nice little knife that's going to fit into your hand. You can easily close it. It opens very easily. And the lockup is very, very good. No side to side. If I had to be really honest, there's like a little bit of back and forth, forward and back, but that's only because I'm forcing it. Like, I'm really pushing on this and there's just a little bit of a wiggle, but it's not a lot. The lockup on this in use would be perfectly acceptable. Now, one of the things that I was really impressed with regarding this knife and its price point is the fact that you get stainless steel liners. You get a very easy to clean knife here. You can brush this out with a toothbrush. You can put it under a sink and you have a knife that's all clean. Now, what do I not like about the knife? Well, I'm not too crazy about the recurve. I don't know why they had to do a recurve. And I think that the thumb stud could have been a little bit further back. Now I understand it being a little further forward so you can flick it out real easy, but I think it could have been further back and make our lives a little bit easier when it comes to sharpening it. Now, how does it compare to a few other knives? Well, here it is against a Benchmade 940. Okay, and it shares the crossbar lock as well. Here it is against a Case Mini Trapper. So you have that. We'll also compare it against a large Sebenza. And you can see it's a lot smaller than that. And we will also compare it against a Case Standard Trapper. And personally, I think this is a perfect size. I mean, if you are somebody that wants to grab one of these knives, maybe don't even know what this lock is and you're just curious about it, it's a great eye-opening knife. This knife allows people to try this type of lock out, and if they really like it, adventure into knives that may have the same lock within a $50 price range or a $200 price range. The other thing that I really like is the size. As I mentioned, it's a very, very good size for a everyday carry knife. This is not too big, not too small. It will take care of most jobs. And if you are able to and you have a little bit of know-how, you can probably do almost any job with this knife. Now, the other thing that I'm just not too crazy about on this knife, and I'm not sure if I can get it on the camera here, but we have ball bearings here, but they're in nylon washers. Okay, so yes, nylon is not a thing I like to have between my blade and my handle scales. Nylon I just find to be too cheap to really have in any knife. And to be honest, if they can make this same knife, I know that Ozark Trail has a flipper knife that has ball bearings that has brass holders. The bearings are in a brass bushing. I would be more than happy to say they could have done that here. Now, the only thing about that is it'd probably be thicker, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing if you wanted a little bit more handle. So that's another negative that I found that I did not like about this knife. But other than that, everything about this knife is pretty darn great. I mean, you have a deep carry pocket clip. Don't have recessed screws. Okay, I'm not expecting that. but you have a pocket clip that you see on $50, $60, $70 knives on a $6 knife, and that means they're listening to their consumers, where they put a deep carry pocket clip, a lanyard hole, and a very usable lock on their knife. I think this is a fantastic knife. Would I have bought one? Yes, I would have, but am I going to use it? I think this is a great knife to have in a tackle box or in your glove compartment. It's a wonderful knife to have when you just want to have a knife that you can beat up, not really worry about, and if it sits in fish guts or dirty water or whatever you're doing in that day for a few days, you're not going to be feeling bad about it. You're not going to be so worried about it as you would with a Benchmade or something like that. And even then, I probably wouldn't even worry about this, to be honest. So I appreciate you guys coming around to see my channel. Till the next one, I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.